we need to have Medicare for all.
I am for Medicare for all.
I believe the best way to get there is by having Medicare for all.
Figure out how to do Medicare for all.
The American people wants, and we are going to deliver a Medicare for all single-payer system.
Well, Senator Bernie Sanders leading the push for Medicare for all by reintroducing his signature legislation this week. But as you just heard, he's not the only 2020 Democrat pushing it. So what would it actually cost, and what do Americans really think of the idea? Here to break it all down, healthcare expert and president and co-founder of GDP Advisors, Seth Denson. So, Seth, we got to break this down. I have multiple issues with this proposal, but the cost has to be first. Medicare for all, $32.6 trillion during the first 10 years. Talk to us a little bit about that and how that would get paid for.
Well, I think first and foremost, what we need to really address here is this is a matter of marketing over mechanics. The Democrats are talking about Medicare for all. It's not Medicare at all. It is single payer. It's the same program that Senator Sanders has been talking about since he ran for president during the 2016 election. And so the challenge that you have with Medicare for all, as they are calling it, which is in effect single payer, is it costs a lot of money. While Senator Sanders says it's going to cost about $1.6 trillion, actual estimates are that it's closer to about $3.4 trillion. The U.S. government, just to put that into perspective, through tax revenues today, takes in just about 3.6. So we would need to double the taxes just to even attempt to pay for this program.
Okay, now the second issue, of course, is the impact on jobs in the healthcare industry. New York Times article quote we have for you. I want to get your reaction. Because everyone would eventually get insurance from Medicare, private insurance companies would essentially be eliminated. The bill does establish a program to help the industry's workers transition to new careers. And I'm just sitting here and wondering, how would that even be possible? You're talking about hundreds of thousands of workers. What does that transition look like? What happens when all these people lose jobs? Where's the accountability going to be on this issue?
Well, that's right. And you're not even taking into account the ripple effect of those jobs. So you got to remember that healthcare system itself is a sixth of the U.S. economy. And so you're talking about roughly 3 million direct jobs through insurance companies, pharmaceutical companies, administrative companies, but also the indirect jobs. You've got janitorial services and all of the companies that support the current system as it sits now. And so those jobs would be eliminated as well. And if we're talking about a transition to what? You're literally adding 2% unemployment rate day one.
And of course, we're always wondering, what do Americans think? Will they support it? Will they not? New poll, Medicare for All support, 71% support it when told it guarantees insurance for all. That number shifts down to 37% when people are told that it requires most of them to pay more taxes. So this is the idea of, oh, these policies sound really great, rainbows and unicorns, and everyone gets insurance. But when you realize how it's paid for and how it impacts your personal life and how much money you have, suddenly people say, wait, hold on a second.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, listen, again, I think this is a marketing ploy from Democrats. You heard it on the soundbite on the front end. They're all talking about Medicare for all. Medicare, amongst users of Medicare, has about an 80% approval rating in our senior citizens that are utilizing it because of how it works. Medicare for all, when people think it's going to be Medicare, Americans go, okay, you know, we kind of think that's a good idea, till they realize what it is. It's single payer, and how we're going to have to pay for it. Taxes. You start revealing the true identity of this program, and now Americans are waking up and saying, well, wait a minute, that's not what I want.
Yeah, well, Seth, thank you so much. Interesting to see so many Democrats immediately hop on board, too. I think it's going to be an issue for them. Really appreciate your input, though. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.